Hi everyone, Mrs. Burton here, and today I'm going to be reading The Man with the Violin, written by Kathy Stinson and illustrated by Dusan Patricic. Dylan was someone who noticed things. His mom was someone who didn't. One Friday in January was a day like any other until music. The high notes soar to the ceiling. The low notes swoop to the floor. All the notes swirl and sweep around the blur of people rushing here and rushing there. The music is telling an exciting story. It makes the hairs on the back of Dylan's neck tickle. Mom, wait! The man with the violin sways this way and that. His fingers move quickly. His bow dances across the strings. The skittering notes make Dylan want to dance too. Then the music slows and the man's eyes close as if the music is carrying him from bustle, bustle, bustle to somewhere far, far away. Please, Mom, can't we stop, please? If only they could listen for even a minute. Not today. The man with the violin leans forward. His music makes Dylan's skin hum. Someone begins shouting, blibbity, blabbity, blah, blah, blah. Dylan leans toward the musician, trying to hear. From the violin comes the saddest sound he has ever heard. The man turns in his direction. Their eyes lock. But the escalator pulls Dylan down, 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 and away. Bursting out of the tunnel, a loud clattering. Dylan strains to hear the music, but grumble, rumble. The train gobbles up the faint notes with its roar. All day, the music Dylan heard that morning plays in his head. On the way home, he says, Mom, do you think maybe the man will still be there? His mom says, What man? Rain patters, dishes clatter, a voice on the radio drones on and on until suddenly, music, telling a story that makes the apartment bigger and brighter, and Dylan shouts, That's the man in the station! The music fades. The voice on the radio says, Today, over 1,000 people had the chance to hear one of the finest musicians in the world. Joshua Bell was playing some of the most elegant music ever written on one of the most valuable violins ever made. Yet, few people listened for even a minute. Dylan said, I knew it! We should have stopped. We should have listened. Into a pot of bubbling water spills the spaghetti. Again, the musical story slips and slides through the air, and Dylan can almost see the man with the violin standing on tiptoes to reach the high notes. Dylan, you're right! His mom turns up the radio. Loud and sweet, the music fills every corner of the apartment. And together, Dylan and his mom dance together. Together, they listen. Okay, so at the end of the book, this is actually a very interesting story because it says, so is Joshua Bell a real person? Yes, he actually was. He was a real musician and grew up playing music and actually did a little experiment where he went and performed in the subway in Washington, D.C., and people didn't know that this very famous musician was actually the person playing in the station. So one day in music class, I'll tell you more and even show you some video of Joshua Bell playing the violin. Okay, this is Mrs. Burton signing off.